So thermoregulation. Second is signals. Third is very basic concept is it collect the information. What? It collect the information from environment in the whole body through the sensory system. Like I am explaining here, this is our body and this is the brain, CNS. This is our CNS. Okay, it collecting the information. What? It collecting the information. Okay, and it collecting the information through the sensory system. Through the sensory system. And body also giving the information to the CNS. Okay, body also give information to the CNS. And third is the it's give the motor response to the body or to the environment, that called is the motor system or response. Okay, that is the motor system of the response. This is the basic function of the CNS. Next, in the general sensation, like it's skin, subcutaneous tissue and the locomotor system. That is like here is touch, pain, temperature and proprioception. We can feel touch with our skin, subcutaneous tissue and locomotor response. Pain, we also can feel pain, subcutaneous tissue with the skin, and temperature we also can feel skin and the subcutaneous tissue. This is the general classification of the nervous system. In the nervous system is the central nervous system and the sensory peripheral nervous system. What is the motor peripheral nervous system? Let's see. Motor peripheral nervous system. Okay, so here motor peripheral nervous system, and we already discussed sensory peripheral nervous system. We already discussed this. Okay, so now motor peripheral nervous system. What is the motor peripheral nervous system? Here I say the motor system and the sensory system. Okay, the motor system and the sensory system here also. So this combination, this type of combination called peripheral nervous system, motor system. Okay, this is the motor system. Okay, and this is the sensory system. Both motor system and the sensory system both is called the peripheral nervous system. Here we study about the sensory peripheral nervous system, and now we study the motor peripheral nervous system. So here is two cases. Like first case, some response we have in the our under control. Okay, so we can see under control motor response, and another is the can't control with the motor system. Okay, so like motor system have two type. Okay, under control and the can't control. So under control, it is called the somatic motor response. This type of under control called is the somatic motor peripheral nervous system or motor response. Okay, and cannot control, that is called the autonomic motor response. Autonomic autonomic motor PNS or response. Okay, so under control, like if somebody want to write something here, then he can write. If he didn't want to write something here, he didn't want. Okay, okay. Autonomic motor response, like we cannot control our heart rate, cannot control our, can't control our heart rate. Okay, so this type of the called autonomic motor response, cannot control on the our heart rate. This is the example. Okay, under control is many example, like if you want, if you are going to your village, if you want to by run you can go, by bus you can go, and by taxi you can go. This is your control. Okay, this type of the in your control. Autonomic motor response also divided into two types: sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. Autonomic motor response, autonomic motor response, it is divided into two parts: sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system. Okay, this is the general classification of the motor peripheral nervous system. Okay, so what type of the brain and what what type of the brain we study now? How many type of the brain have? Okay, I am drawing a rough diagram, very rough diagram. Okay, I am explain little bit later. What is this? This is the spinal cord. Okay, this is the front section of the CNS, front section of the CNS. Okay, here is the cerebellum. This is the our cerebellum. Okay, this is the cerebrum. Okay, and here we can see this is the midbrain. How remember midbrain? Here. Okay, this is the our hindbrain. Okay, and this is our forebrain. Okay, this is the, and this is the down, it is the spinal cord. Okay, so this 1 2 3 part of the brain. Here is middle, that is the midbrain, down that is the hindbrain, and upper that is the forebrain. Okay, in forebrain we have Diencephalon and the Diencephalon. Okay, the outer side of this brain, outer side of this brain, that is the Diencephalon. Okay, this is called this part called Diencephalon. Okay, in the middle here I am drawing with red pen. This part is called Diencephalon. Okay, what is it? Diencephalon. Okay, the midbrain, its another name is the Menincephalon. M to M, main encephalon. Okay. Hindbrain, it is the rhomboencephalon. Hindbrain, its another name is the BNCECEP, rhomboencephalon, and spinal cord is the spinal cord. This is the general classification or general part of the brain. How many types? And this is the medulla oblongata, and this is the pons, and this is the midbrain. Everybody knows. This is the midbrain, and this is the cerebellum, and this is the cerebrum. Okay. This is the pons, this is the medulla oblongata, this is the spinal cord. Okay. This is the general part of the spinal cord. Okay. So next, now we will discuss about the how brain made up and what is the brain inside the brain. Okay. So now nervous system, it made by two type of the cell. Okay, two type of the made up, two type of cells. First one is the neuron, and second one is the glial cell. Glial cell. Okay. Neuroglial cell. Neuroglial cell. Okay. Neuron is the real function. Okay. Neuron is the real function conducting the information. The neuron is collecting the information and one area nervous system to another area. This is the neuron, and this give to information one area CNS to another area of CNS. This work is the neuron. Glial cell we will discuss later, some time later. Okay. So first neuron. Okay. How made up of neuron? First I will draw a simple diagram of the neuron, like very simple diagram of the neuron and classification of the neuron. Okay. Here is the axon. Okay, like dentate cell here also. Okay, here also. Here is the axon. Okay, and here the end of here is the myelin sheath. Okay, this is the axon terminal. Okay, this is the axon. So this is the axon, that is the axon terminal. Okay, here axon have some myelin sheath. Okay, this is the myelin sheath. Okay, here the mid of this is the cell body. Okay, I will indicate here. This is the cell body. Okay, and that is the this, and this is the dendrites. Okay, dentate cell. This is the cell body. In the cell body, neuron have one nucleus. What is one nucleus? Okay, this is the very nucleus. Okay, this is the very simple diagram of the neuron. Okay, so here is four type of the neuron. Okay, four type of the neuron. That is the multipolar neuron, bipolar neuron, pseudo unipolar neuron, and the unipolar neuron. Okay, this type of the neuron, it's called the multipolar neuron. Okay, this type called is the multipolar neuron. Okay, I am drawing here another diagram of the another type of the neuron. Okay, axon terminal. Here is the this type. This is the very rough diagram of the neuron. Here is located the nucleus. Okay, this is the nucleus of the neuron. What is this? Nucleus of the neuron. And this is also cell body, that is the dendrites and the axon terminals. Okay, this is the axon. Okay, this type is called the bipolar. This is the bipolar neuron. Okay, second type of. Okay, next type, shadow unipolar. Like here is also dendrites. Okay, and shadow unipolar, like axon terminals also have, but nucleus and cell body down to the axon terminal. Okay, this is called nucleus. Okay, this type is called shadow unipolar. Shadow unipolar neuron. Okay, another last type is called, like this type is axon terminals, and that is the cell body on that, and this is the axon. This is the indicate here is the neuron or neuron in the cell body. This is called neuron, and this is the dendrites. Okay, so here I am indicating with the green pen. Here and here, the three type of the neuron: multipolar neuron, bipolar neuron, and the shadow unipolar neuron have axon terminals. Okay, axon terminals. Okay, or we can say synaptic terminals. Okay, these also three type neuron have axon terminals, like multipolar neuron, bipolar neuron, and shadow unipolar neuron have axon terminals, or we can say synaptic terminals. But unipolar don't have. This is the unipolar neuron. This don't have axon terminals. Okay, this is the general classification of the neurons. So next, how made up neuron? So we can say neuron made up with the cell body, nucleus, dendrites, myelin sheath, axon, and axon terminals. Then neuron made up with the cell body, nucleus, myelin sheath, axon, and axon terminals, and the dendrites. Okay, so in nucleus, what type of the nucleus, and what is the color of the nucleus, and in brain and the spinal cord, what is the white matter and what is the gray matter, discuss now. So nervous system made up by nervous system, it is two type, everybody knows, CNS and peripheral nervous system, PNS. The CNS made by two type of the matter, that is the gray matter and the white matter. Gray matter and white matter, okay, gray matter. So we have one example, okay, I am using one example. This is the nucleus and this is the axon, okay. Many nucleus I am putting here, okay, like this. Okay, okay, these nucleus, okay, these nuclei, we can say this is the nuclei. Many nuclei together, okay, and many axons together, okay, many nuclei together, that is called, this is the made up with the gray matter, okay, gray, and many axons together, that made up with the white matter, okay. So this is the gray matter and this is the white matter, okay. So in the brain, many nuclei located like this. Here I am drawing a very rough diagram for the central nervous system. Here, so in the gray matter have two type, like cortex and plus cortex and the nucleus. Gray matter have in cortex and nucleus, and we can say the cortex made up with the gray matter and nucleus also made up with the gray matter. So what is the cortex and what is the nucleus? I can say here is located a lot of nuclei on the outer side of the brain, okay, and here also. So these nuclei have tail, like tail, okay. All tail are going down, and like this side or this side, and this side, okay, and this is this side down, come out, okay, and down, okay, in the spinal cord. All cortex. So the outer surface or outer side of the brain that present the nuclei, that is called cortex, okay, that is called cortex. And inner side, here the red pen, okay, this red pen, that is the called white matter, white matter of, or we can say axons, okay. And cortex made with the gray matter. Gray. Are you understanding the difference between gray matter and the white matter? So what is the nucleus? We study also what is the nucleus. Nucleus is the point of gray matter, point of gray matter surrounded by the white matter. Okay, the black one is the gray matter, the point is gray matter and surrounded with the white matter. These things I will put in the brain. Okay, these things I will put in the CNS system. Okay, I am putting here. Okay, so I can say here the gray matter, point of gray matter here. This is the point of gray matter. Okay, this is the point of the gray matter surrounded by the white matter. You also know this red things is also have the white matter. So this called nucleus or basal nucleus. Okay, in the brain we can say this is the basal nucleus. Or these things can put here the pons on the pons and create a nerve. Okay, I am putting here. Okay, and this is also surrounded by the white matter and fiber come out from the pons. Okay, this fiber come out from and create the cranial nerve. Okay, this is the difference between the cortex and the nucleus. This is the nucleus. Okay, this is the nucleus and this is the cortex. Have you got it? Okay, so this is gray matter. What is the white matter and what we will study in the white matter? So white matter made of only on axons and gray matter made of only on nucleus. Okay, so white matter, I'm going to remove this. White matter. White matter, three type. This is the white matter. This is further division in the three part. Okay, that is the tracts and another I will explain now. Tracts. What is the tract? A lot of fiber together goes in the brain up to down. Okay, a lot of fiber together goes down to up or up to down, called tract. Two type of the tract. Okay, two type of the tract: ascending tract and descending tract. Okay, ascending tract is the down to up. This is the down to up, and opposite this is up to down. Next, this is the ascending and the descending tract. So some things I am drawing a very rough diagram again. This is our brain, this is the pons, medulla, spinal cord, cerebellum. Okay, the tract is going down. The connection between the like up to down. Okay, up to down, that is called ascending tract. Okay, this is the called is ascending or descending tract. Another things, maybe connection of the fiber or axons right part of the brain to the left part and the left part of the brain to the right part. Or we can say the right part is joined with the left part, or left part with the join right part. That things we call commissural fiber. What is called commissural fibers, like corpusculum of the brain, that is connect the left part of the brain to the right part of the brain, and right part of the brain to the left part of the brain. So we can say the corpusculum is the commissural fiber, largest commissural fiber. Next, the association fiber. Maybe the brain is front area connect with the back area, and back area connect with the front area. That is called association fiber. What is called association fibers? Okay, this is the tract. So next, now what is the now? Okay, I'm removing this diagram. Sorry, first PNS. What is the PNS? PNS we study, and we already discussed about the CNS, already discussed. Okay, now PNS. What is the PNS? PNS is the like I am drawing a very rough diagram of the brain. I already explained about this. This is our hindbrain, medulla pons, okay, and this is the spinal cord, and this is the midbrain, this is the cerebellum, and this is the cerebellum. Okay, so PNS. The PNS is the, like here is some fibers, here is all mini fiber of or we can say this is the cortex, and cortex have tails. Okay, or white matter. This is the gray matter and this is the white matter. That cortex goes down. Okay, that white matter goes down. Okay, goes down, or maybe up. But in the some case, the peripheral nervous system, it's join the left part of the brain to the right part of the brain, and right part of the brain with the left part of the brain. It's like cross. Okay, this going this going this, like right and left side is going to the right side information, and the right side information goes in the left side. Okay, so here is many crossing. Okay, here is many cross of the fiber. Okay, because right part information goes in the left part and the information, and the left part is information goes in the right part. That's why here is the crossing. Okay, and in the like spinal cord, here I am drawing here spinal cord, here in the large, this is our spinal cord, and this is our gray matter. In spinal cord it is in the mid side of the gray matter, and in brain, what is the difference between spinal cord and the gray matter? Spinal cord and the brain. So in the brain we have outer side is gray matter. Okay, and inner side is the white matter, but opposite. In the spinal cord we have gray matter is outside, gray matter is it in gray matter inside and white matter it is outside. This is the white matter, okay, and red is the gray matter. This is the peripheral nervous system. So next is the